more scintillating than a Saturday night come through text. We are back. It's Disqualified Opinions. Raise your solo cups because we are validated. Our opinions are validated, of course. And fellas, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been a little minute. How you guys doing? Everybody good in these streets?
Trying to stay safe.
And healthy.
Yes, sir.
We don't wear masks because we are already secure. Don't worry about it.
Well, we're doing something different today. As we know, sports on a little bit of a hiatus. Hopefully they'll be back soon. Rouse came to us with a fantastic idea.
Great idea.
Take it away, my brother.
So each one of us have comprised our greatest Ravens lineup of all time. So we're going to give you 12 on offense, 12 on defense, 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 fullback, 1 tight end, all 5 positions on the offensive line, 3 wide receivers. Then on defense is 2. We run a 3-4 system, so 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. We're going to give you 3 corners and then 2 safeties. And then, we got to give it to those guys that also play football. So 1 kicker, 1 punter, and then a special teams returner.
Punters are people too, even though they're actually not.
So, want to start with the offense or the defense?
Start with the offense.
Save the best for last.
We're built on defense.
Save the best for last. Quarterback. I was going to say Flacco here just because Lamar Jackson hasn't won us a Super Bowl yet. But Lamar Jackson did do something in his years that Flacco has never done. He led the league in touchdowns. He got an MVP, and he broke more records than I think any team ever broke in one single season. So I'm going to say Lamar Jackson with that first pick.
It might be anonymous. I also chose Lamar Jackson. There's no way I could.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, I put anonymous.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah.
Pandemic.
We all on quarantine. It's fine.
He didn't want you to know that was his pick. That's what he meant.
This guy still has 10 years before he's out of his prime. I'm excited to see what he does next. Let Jackson.
I didn't think about Flacco in this position. I did. He's obviously the Ravens passing leader in most every passing category, but what Lamar Jackson did in 1 year was better than probably better than Joe Flacco's career, despite winning the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it was close. It was Lamar Jackson for me.
And he went to the Jets, so.
My thing is, I think Lamar
Shout out
Jackson,
to the New York Jet Ravens.
I think you have to give Joe Flacco the understanding just because of his playoff performances that he's had.
If we're talking playoffs, Joe Flacco is probably top 5 of anybody.
I can't be upset if somebody wants to put Flacco as the quarterback because he's done it for such a long time. Lamar just came on the scene 2 years ago. I respect it. And he's got the Super Bowl. And he's
big clutch.
He would have had maybe 3 or 4 Super Bowl appearances, maybe 2 or 3 rings.
Other things.
Right. So I give the guy credit. And he's great on those M&T Bank commercials, baby.
Haven't seen those in a while.
Have not.
Don't make any more kids either because you're up there catching up with Philip. But go ahead.
I'm going to start with you, Ro, running back.
Well, this was kind of hard, of course, between Jamal Lewis, who set that, rushing record back in the day. But I chose Ray Rice just for, as we said, his he can do it all. He can do it all. Like, it's nothing else that needs to be said. What was that? 4th and 20?
4th and 29?
I did Ray Rice right up the middle.
Still can't
29. That's all I have to say.
Favorable spot, but on defense, if you let him get that close, sure fault.
Yeah.
We still had to go and score as well,
which we did.
4th and 29. That's all I gotta say.
I agree. Ray Rice. He was essentially Christian McCaffrey before Christian McCaffrey.
Matt Forte.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of good all-around running backs coming out of Rutgers. This is one of the picks I remember when we drafted him. Third round. I jumped up and down like a little kid because I knew this guy was big time. I thought it was a steal, and it was.
I feel the same way about Dobbins, who we drafted this year in the 2nd round. Quote me now. But I also went with Ray Rice. I think, like Rel said, his versatility is what separated it for me. Jamal Lewis did run for 2,000 yards. I think right now he's number 3 on the single season rushing list. I think he ran for 10,000 for his career. Not all with us, but. Very great pick. I understand somebody picked Jamal Lewis. I just went Ray Rice because of, like I said, versatility.
That's another unanimous one. I went Ray Rice as well. No disrespect to Jamal Lewis. Like PC said, if you put Jamal Lewis right here, I'm not mad at you at all. I just think Ray Rice was able to do a lot in the passing game. And was just an all-around running back. He was able to give us a lot of good years. Who knows what would have happened if it didn't happen. I'll go to you, Byron, with fullback.
The juice, baby. Kyle Juszczyk. He was very versatile. I had a close Vontae Leach. Shout out to DC for putting that bug in my ears because he was a fullback and he was about that action. And Juice is still doing very well in the league. Usually after people leave us, they don't do well. And that Super Bowl run, he was another receiver.
He's still a Pro Bowler. He's versatile. Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Juice. He just didn't do it as long. And neither did Vontae Leach. But I'm going Vontae Leach because I feel like he's Baltimore football. Hard-nosed, gritty, in-your-face, downhill running. He was very great at opening holes for all the running backs. He was there. I think he was there the year.
Ray Rice.
He was there with Ray Rice. I was going to say he was there with the year Ron McClain rushed for all those yards.
Probably.
Well. So,
no, he wasn't there.
Yeah, because he was the reason why. He was the reason why Ron McClain went from fullback to running back.
So he also has a Super Bowl title with us, and he underrated receiver. He used to come out of the flat and catch a lot of those signature Flacco checkdowns.
He used to look real weird doing it, but he used to catch
tackling that man.
He caught him. He does run like a bowling ball. So Vontae Leach.
I chose Kyle Juszczyk as well. Once again, this was strictly based on versatility.
So wait, pause. I didn't pick Juszczyk because I had Ray Rice to be the guy out of the backfield. And I think I wanted Vontae Leach's blocking, whereas Ray Rice can be the guy that catches passes out the backfield. Juice is also going to be,
I just like Juszczyk. He, like I said, he does it all. You can line him up as a receiver. He's a pretty good blocker as well. He's a little small in stature, but he's stronger than he looks. I like Juszczyk. That's my fullback.
I went with Kyle. He didn't really have it for that many years. Some people's aspect, he might be one of the Ravens that got away. I just don't think you pay a fullback the amount of money that he got paid. Yeah. But he is technically a running back, fullback, tight end, lineman. He can pretty much play most positions on offense in that little kind of realm. I thought he's pretty good. I think he can really do anything.
I like the fullback we got now. He just hasn't been there too long.
Ricard is on his way.
Because he can play both sides of the ball. That's pretty.
We used to have a fullback on the 2000 team, Alan Ricard. I think he wore number 39. He was solid too.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Alan Ricard.
We've had a lot of good
fullbacks over the years. I agree.
One of the few teams who still use
him.
Moving on to the line, left tackle, DC.
I went with the first draft pick in Baltimore Ravens history, the Hall of Fame left tackle, the guy that is probably one of the best 2 or 3 tackles of all time, and that's Jonathan Ogden. I don't need to say anything else. I already gave you who he is.
I went with Ogden too. I went out of turn because there's nothing else that needs to be said at all.
Yeah, both my tackles, I think we pretty much might all have the exact same tackles. They can play either position, so I just
get that man a statue.
Nah, I ain't trying to see no left tackle.
ASAP. Just, with the low position. He's a nice guy. He's a very nice guy. A gentle giant. Those Gebco commercials were great. You know what I mean? J.O. Thank you, big man.
Right tackle?
Right tackle, I'll go first. I went Ronnie Stanley. Y'all know how I feel about Notre Dame in general, but I think the only thing that Notre Dame produces well is linemen. So
he's on the road tonight. He's coming at everybody's schools. So
Notre Dame is trash. Ronnie Stanley is the exception to the track. Him and Zach Martin, they have good linemen, like I said. I'll go Ronnie Stanley here. He made his first All-Pro. He's one of the best left tackles in the league today. He's young. He moves very well. He's a good run blocker and a really good pass blocker as well. Put him on the right side.
I'll go next. Like I said, I think I have Ronnie Stanley. It doesn't really matter who you put at left tackle, who you put at right tackle between Ronnie Stanley and Jonathan Ogden.
I only gave J.O. the left tackle respect because
don't really matter. Both of them can play either one. Solid.
So I might have messed y'all up with this. I didn't choose Ronnie Stanley.
Brian McKinney.
No.
He went big wild.
Yeah.
He went big wild.
But he ain't played long on the Swiss.
I told my man.
McKinney.
Yeah. I chose Rick Wagner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Told you he went big wild. I hated Rick Wagner.
No, Rick Wagner was solid, but still.
He had some decent years.
He was solid.
Then he was trash afterwards.
No,
he was after he left.
He wasn't trash
with the Lions.
He was a solid right tackle.
He was really solid. I don't think he was bad.
He was like a 5th round pick.
He was really good with us for that.
Like a good 3, 4 years.
However, I would not. That is wild still.
Man, Rick Wagner, welcome to the Ravens all-time list. You know, under Coach Rowe.
He picked the white guy.
You know.
He picked the white guy. We picked black tackles around here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Where we at? We on inside?
Right.
No, y'all.
Stanley. This guy's good. I like Rick Wagner, but not all time great. I'm not mad at you though because it's a little good. But
I ain't gonna hold you.
Stanley, Notre Dame product. This draft. This was what 2000 whatever. I thought we were going to go with Tunsil, but then the whole gas mask situation came out. Good job by Ozzie getting Stanley. He has come out of his shell. I won't say he's soft. He's come out of his shell. He's done very well for himself, and he's going to get paid in a few short months.
And Tunsil is the reason why, unfortunately.
And he's just clearly better than Tunsil.
He's definitely better than Tunsil.
I like Stanley because you don't hear about him ever.
He's better than Tunsil just on the field.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. He turned out to be better.
Left guard, I'll start. I had Ben Grubbs. I thought he was really solid on the offensive line the years that he had with us. I think he had a really, really solid career in general. I don't have any hiccups or issues.
Played well with the Saints for a little bit.
Well, I'm going to go next. I also chose Ben Grubbs. Nothing much to say.
So, my left guard, I was torn between Edwin Mulatalo, who was on the 2000 Super Bowl Ravens. Very, very good in run blocking. And the person I ended up choosing. Kelechi Osemele is the person I ended up putting at left guard. He is physical. He's nasty. He's everything gritty up front that Baltimore Ravens football. KO is who I put at left guard, and I'm solid by that.
I went with Edwin Mulatalo. I like him. One of the best run blockers we've ever had. Part of the Super Bowl team, and a good guy in the community. He was really, really good during his time here. I think he left, didn't really do too much after, but he played very, very well.
Right guard, 1, 2, 3, Marshall.
Hall of Fame bound, baby.
Center, I went with Matt Burke. I just thought he was really, really intelligent on the offensive line.
He was a veteran.
He was just what you wanted in a center. It was a lot of different ways you could go here. I thought there were 3 guys you could have picked. I wasn't mad at any of them.
So I picked the other one of the 3, I'm guessing. One of the other Matts, Matt Flynn. He was on the 2000 Ravens team as well. I thought he did a great job about setting up the offensive line to be in great spots to block. That 2000 Ravens offensive line doesn't get talked about enough. Jamal Lewis was a rookie who ran for 1,000 yards. I think that offensive line is overlooked because of how great the defense was.
And the offense didn't score a touchdown for what?
We didn't score
3 games
points.
almost.
Yeah. So it's like, I think they went 5 games without a touchdown.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
I'm saying that is why that O-line gets overlooked, but we just lacked in skill positions across the board in 2000. But Matt Flynn was the anchor of that really good offensive line. Edwin Mulatalo, Jonathan Ogden, they were really good up front.
I chose Matt Burke to be my center. One of the smartest players I've seen.
Matt Burke. He went to Harvard.
Ivy League.
That's all that needs to say.
Tight end.
Todd Heap. But that was a very tough decision.
I wanted to pick.
Okay, so
I almost picked Pitta.
I was about to ask.
I almost picked Pitta.
I picked. All right, so Shannon Sharp also.
Didn't play enough years though.
That's why I didn't pick him. You think of Shannon Sharp, the Bronco. You forget he won a ring in Baltimore as well. Shout out to you, Uncle Shay.
My spirit animal.
Well, except for the LeBron, he's a little too over the top.
Hey, he's fine.
He's over the top.
I'm not even going to get on that show because I think they're really over the top on LeBron and the Cowboys. But I'm not going to hate them.
I mean, that's all they talk about.
The facts.
But
and Jordan.
I think, like everybody said, we all said Todd Heap. Longest tenure tight end with us, very solid, unbelievable hands. Put his body on the line pretty much every Sunday. That's why his injury history is what it is. But with all that being said, still.
We've all sat at a Ravens game and went. It's not too many people that get stuff like that.
Yeah.
Him, Ed Reed, and that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
But
Oh, and Leach, Vontae Leach.
Yeah. If he didn't get hurt, I thought Dennis Pitta had the ability to be able to take this step and being able to pass him, but we all know what happened to that man. He said,
Mark Andrews has a shot to be really up there.
I really like what I see.
We've had really good tight ends in the short Ravens history.
Yeah.
Really good tight ends.
Definitely.
Moving on to wide receiver, I'll say just go through all three of them. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go.
The same three.
I'll go with my first receiver, and that is Steve Smith Sr.
Okay.
Now, Agent 89, the guy with the best stiff arm in Ravens history.
That stiff arm was sickening against the Bengals.
He went off that game too. He went off against Carolina too.
That Carolina game.
Oh my God.
So Steve Smith, guys, that's number one for me.
Derek Mason. I don't think I need to say anything.
Derek Mason might be our most productive, consistent receiver over the longevity of his Ravens career. Probably leads in a lot of all-time receiving statistics. I never looked at Ravens receiving statistics because there's not much to look at.
Reason to.
Not much to look at.
So, I mean, no particular order. I think my third receiver.
Just name one. We start with one.
Steve Smith Sr.
Okay.
Agent 89. Steve Smith Sr.
My number two receiver. Well, I'm putting him number two, but in actuality, I would prefer him in the slot. Anquan Bolden, physical, great hands, won a lot of tight contested matchups, didn't get great separation. Just throw the ball his way. He finds a way to catch it.
He did not get separation at all.
He was the fastest receiver for a long time. He's the fastest receiver to 400, 500, and 600 catches. Sorry, not yards. 400, 500, 600 catches. Anquan was the fastest in NFL history, all three of those at a point in time.
I wonder if he makes the Hall of Fame.
I think he does.
I don't think he does because
probably not first.
Think about how long it took a guy like Isaac Bruce, who I think had a better career.
It may take him a long.
Yeah, he's not gonna be first. Yeah, but he gonna.
I hope he gets in because
those numbers are really
his numbers are great and his presence in your locker room and on the field was absolutely great. I hope he does get in the Hall of Fame. But I would put him in the slot. But for here, I'll say number two.
I think Steve Smith is my number two. I don't really think I need to talk about what he did as culture-wise.
Yeah, we did that.
One thing I would like to say is it's crazy how people that aren't drafted by us that come to the Ravens, they really like to stick around. Eric Weddle, Steve Smith. You can even see it with Tony Jefferson right now, where Tony Jefferson got cut this offseason.
Jacoby.
Jacoby Jones. There's just a lot of players that come here and they just really embrace the culture and they love it.
Ravens flock, baby. That's why.
Anquan.
Derek Mason. He played with the late great Steve McNair and Flacco too, so he did well with both.
That's my third.
I don't care what y'all say. Steve McNair threw that game.
Well, I'm not going to talk about that. RP Steve McNair. We didn't even bring him up in the list of Ravens quarterbacks, but that 2006 season he had until he did what he did in the playoffs was great. My last receiver is Derek Mason. I feel like we have the same three receivers, just in different orders.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, I had Steve Smith, Anquan Bolden, and Derek Mason as my three. I will put Anquan in the slot in that situation. I almost went Torrey Smith at three just because of his speed and his ability to take top off. I think every offense needs that. But in the case of Lamar Jackson, that quarterback, I'll be just fine with whoever's that receiver because he'll find you or he'll make something happen himself.
Derek Mason is also my third receiver.
Anquan Bolden. Yeah,
Torrey Smith?
Yeah, I knew somebody would.
Torrey Smith.
He's a Maryland guy.
I just think Torrey gets a lot of slack. He wasn't the most short-handed guy, but he was clutch when we needed him to be.
Ran two routes.
A lot of receivers run two routes. Come on, Rob. But I mean, Tyreek Hill runs one route, but he might make
Torrey Smith did have 1,100 yards for us in 2013.
And he had a rookie year of almost 1,000, I believe. He played some good big-time moments.
He's the best receiver the Ravens ever drafted.
The game after his brother died against the Patriots.
What, Mark Clayton, Rashad Perriman. Do we need to keep going? Yamon Figures.
Hey, don't forget about your man Travis Taylor.
I'm not even going to
listen. Torrey Smith. I know he went to Maryland, but the game where his brother died came against the Patriots. The Steelers game, some of those playoff games, the Denver game, the Super Bowl even. I mean, he had some big moments.
All right.
I like him.
Shouldn't have cut your dreads.
I would like to see him maybe come back as a coach one day.
No.
Coach what?
No. All right, next.
You only got two.
No, next.
Did you have to run and go?
Next. Are you fast? No. Next.
Hey, man, Torrey.
Defensive line. My two defensive ends, I think both of them played like a Raven. When you think of them, you think of the Ravens. Haloti Ngata and the Goose, Tony Siragusa. That's why I put as my 2 linemen. Well, defensive ends.
On the ends, I actually went. I'm going Brandon Williams at one end.
Thank you. Put some respect on my man.
No, I put him.
And Haloti Ngata on the other.
Thank you.
I think Haloti Ngata's versatility. He ran a 4.6. He's 360 pounds. That's insane.
One of the best draft picks ever in the first round.
And he's probably the best defensive player ever to come out of Oregon.
Yes.
He's going there. So those are my 2. Sam Adams is my 3rd guy.
He's my D tackle as well.
He's my D tackle. He was big. He clogged the middle up great. I only put Brandon Williams on at end because Brandon Williams moves a little bit better. He plays today's NFL. Sam Adams is the guy that's going to anchor the middle of your defensive line. It's going to take 2 or 3 guys to block him. And if you do that, Haloti Ngata is going crazy. So Sam Adams, Haloti Ngata, Brandon Williams.
My 3 went.
You might as well say your 3rd.
I said Sam Adams.
Oh.
Sam Adams. I don't think I had.
I put Ngata, Williams, and Michael McCurry.
Mike McCrary. I feel like he had one really good double-digit sack year. He probably had a couple of them. Actually, I think before Suggs broke the record.
He's 3rd
in our franchise history. I was going to say, I know he put up a lot of sack numbers, but I think he's a strictly pass rusher. Like, I think the Ravens' run defense was great because of the linebackers, Jamie Sharper, Ray Lewis, and I don't remember.
Scott?
No, he wasn't there in 2000. Peter Boulware did play, yeah. Jared Johnson's a great Raven. And shout out to Jared Johnson.
I couldn't add him to my list.
He's not going to make anybody's list, but he is the most Raven player ever.
He is a lunch pail guy. He brings his lunch to work.
Him knocking Hines Ward's out still helps me sleep at night today. So,
Byron?
Oh, Haloti Ngata, Brandon Williams. I was looking at linebacker. I need to. Haloti Ngata, Brandon Williams, and Sir Goosa. Sir Goosa. You already know the Goose is loose.
I think Goose's presence, his personality.
Yeah, he was a
great guy. He was a good person, but I think long tenured. He wasn't really with the Ravens that long.
He just had a good, impactful tenure.
He was. It was a very impactful tenure.
Ngata, one of the greatest Ravens ever. Top 5, top 6, whatever. I don't know.
Probably top.
Brandon Williams has been great for the past. He's been really good. I don't say great, but he's been
solid, really, really good.
Very solid in today's NFL, being that big, able to play at the position.
He moves. He does everything but get you sacks.
He moves pretty well too.
Exactly. Like, and I think he had a good year last year, and this could be his twilight of his Ravens career. So I do think he's all time great though. I don't think he had a good year last year.
Okay.
Linebacker. All right, so we got to do these.
I think from this point forward, we're going to start to differ.
Listen, this is a tough list. If anybody knows anything about Ravens linebackers, it is a tough list. I just said Jamie Sharper and Peter Boulware, who were probably Pro Bowlers in the year. All 3 of those guys are probably not making anybody's list.
Y'all got C.J. Mosley? I don't got Mosley.
I do have C.J. Mosley.
I don't have Mosley.
All right, so I'll tell you what I have that I think nobody else does. I might be wrong, but my outside linebacker on the left side, Elvis Dumervil.
I almost went him, but I just couldn't not say Peter Boulware.
I went Elvis Dumervil because he had 17 sacks. I'm pretty sure that's a single-season franchise record. I'm pretty sure that's Elvis Dumervil's single-season record.
Thank you, John Elway.
Shout out to the fax machine that let Elvis Dumervil come to Baltimore. But those years he was there were very, very productive, and
that was great.
I was super satisfied with what he gave us there. You could not block him.
Was he on the Super Bowl team?
No,
he wasn't.
He came the year after, right?
No, he came the year after. He won the Super Bowl with them. No.
I don't think he got.
So wait, no. Somebody almost. No, he did come in 2013. He came after the Super Bowl.
And the thing about Elvis Dumervil, I don't know if y'all know, he's like 5'8".
5'8". I'll give him 5'11" because I'm not gonna say 5'8".
He's 5'8".
He's not 5'8".
He's 5'8" and a half.
He's not 5'8".
Standing on a milk carton.
He's not 5'8".
On a 5.
He's not 5'8". But
platform shoot.
What I do know is you can't block him. Okay, so
he gets very low, which is great for a pass rusher. Shout out Elvis.
Didn't make he's 5'8". That's why he gets low, because he's 5'8".
Hey man, short guys need love too. No offense.
Just bro, first of all, no short man slander is tolerated.
No slander, man.
Second of all, Elvis Dumervil's not 5'8".
Maybe 5'9". You know, just like Kyler Murray, he's 5'7".
What's he listed at, bro? I know you got it.
Kyler Murray's 5'7".
Told you he's 5'11".
Yeah, with platform shooting.
Peter Boulware was my left outside linebacker.
Facts. I mean, he's number 2 all time in defense and sacks for the Ravens.
Yeah, he played for us for a very long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he came in 2013, right after the Super Bowl. Yeah, 17 sacks.
Where did he go after he left us?
Did he go to San Fran?
Did
he didn't do anything though.
He had 6.5 sacks.
Okay.
He had 17 sacks in
17 sacks is probably the single season franchise, right?
Gotta be. Suggs, even this year Suggs won defensive player of the year was maybe like 15.
No, it wasn't that much. Suggs was just everywhere. I think he had like 12. I know he had 12 as a rookie. Suggs went up for the year.
I was doing it.
Single season record, right? So, all right. So my first middle linebacker, because we're doing 2.
I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna.
All right, so wait, 1, 2, 3.
Ray Lewis.
We all agree.
I'm saying no. I said middle. Oh yeah, Ray Lewis.
So that's one. So the other one I picked was C.J. Mosley. He All Pro, Pro Bowl. Good immediately. Should have won Defensive Rookie of the Year as rookie year. Don't even get me started on that. But he
What school did he go to?
We're not talking about Alabama. He's not even. He's a Nick Saban fan. I'm not trying to hear Alabama nonsense. C.J. Mosley was a very productive linebacker, probably the best player over his tenure on defense for the Ravens. So he got paid a ridiculous amount of money for an inside linebacker. He got hurt his first year, which already makes me feel like it was a bad deal. But, the Jets just pay people to pay people.
He sucked in pass coverage, yo.
He didn't suck in pass coverage.
He sucked in man, yo. He sucked. He was not good at man coverage.
Okay, you said, all right. I'm not going to deny that.
But his rookie year was really, really good.
His rookie year was really good.
He should have won it. He should have won Defensive Rookie Year. And also, he deserved he got an All-Pro. He got a couple Pro Bowls.
He sucks in man, but pass coverage.
His zone coverage is pretty good.
Yeah. Because he had a lot of picks.
He had a couple misses.
Let him sit back and read.
He got a. If you look at his stats, C.J. Mosley was pretty
100 tackles. He's very, very good.
Tackles, picks, and sacks.
Sideline to sideline.
He was a pretty good.
He wouldn't have let Derrick Henry do what he did.
Underrated linebacker who I know nobody's even thinking about. Number 51 after Ray Lewis left. What was his name?
Daryl Scott.
Smith.
Daryl Smith.
Daryl Smith is an underrated football player.
He helped to bridge that gap, but not having
after Ray Lewis. Yes, absolutely.
Daryl Smith was a really good pickup by Isaac.
Nice.
Again, great linebackers in Ravens.
I went Bart Scott.
It was close.
I like Bart Scott.
I just thought he was solid.
Can't wait.
Josh Scott cost us a chance of beating the undefeated Patriots by throwing a flag into the stands in 2007. We went 5-11 in 2007. Bart Scott melted down on national television. We had on all black jerseys. I will never forget any of this, obviously.
What about the
he threw a flag in the stand, and that sealed our fate.
The timeout?
Rex Ryan, all right, that and Rex Ryan bringing 9 people on every play. Rex Ryan was
predictable.
Rex Ryan and Bart Scott were made to be. They're the same guy.
That's a fact. Yeah, I just want him.
So what are we doing?
Middle linebacker. The other middle linebacker.
Oh, well, we all got Ray. I got Bart Scott, too. I like Bart Scott.
Sorry.
And you said Mosley.
Oh, C.J. Mosley.
Yeah.
It was kind of close between him and Mosley. I do think.
I think Mosley was more versatile and a better football player.
I'm thinking
Bart Scott was emotional.
Hopefully Patrick Queen's on his list. I think
Someday,
Patrick Queen
is going
to be better than C.J. Mosley.
We had a really good draft.
Yeah,
we did.
He can cover people.
Corner. This is the other place where I think we're going to differ. I think
we all got one.
I think we all might have 2.
No. We come back to the other 2 ends?
Yeah, I'm about to say, did you do the other?
We got 2 outside linebackers.
I don't think anybody was not going to say
Suggs.
Suggs. So we only got 1 left?
What you mean?
What you mean? You said Peter Bull.
Yeah.
I didn't say
the other. I'm sorry. What's
I said Jared Johnson.
Oh!
Jared Johnson.
You brought out your lunch pail.
I love Jared Johnson, man. He was the lunch pail white man.
All right, wait. We're not going to skip over Terrell Suggs.
No, we're not.
The greatest,
what is he, number 8 all time in sacks?
Greatest pass rusher in Raven history. The personality, ball so hard you. The brash, the bravado.
Yeah.
He brought swag to the Ravens defense from day one. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year with 12 sacks.
8 all time in sacks.
Yeah.
139.
Yeah. So he's probably active. He's probably 2nd or 3rd. Let me know.
Active? He should be 1.
Yeah, he probably is 1.
He's 1. Active. But I'm pretty sure he's retiring. So.
I mean, as of last season, he was active. So
yeah, so he was number 1.
Good to know.
Only people over top of him are Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Kevin Green, Julius Peppers, Chris
Julius
Goldman.
Peppers still active.
He is?
I think so.
He retired in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Chris Dolman, Michael Strahan, and Jason Taylor.
So he's the active sack leader in the NFL. So that's all we need to say.
If I'm him, I'm coming back for another season.
And he's he knows his movies.
He can get up to 6. He's only 2 away from being at 6.
That's if he plays next year.
That's what I'm saying. He only 2 away from 6.
Baby.
I'd rather us give him that 1 year deal than for number fee.
Big facts.
But I mean, Terrell Suggs is washed. He's not really going to give us anything. But I think his presence.
I think
he brings more to the locker room. I don't think either one of them give us that much on the field. I think Terrell Suggs gives us something.
What I think Suggs does is, I think Suggs gives us somebody who can possibly play end if we need him to, and I think he still has the ability to set the edge in the run game.
I think McPhee can too. So
he did it last year. He did it last year.
He had a couple of years for us and then fell off. Courtney Upshaw was solid.
Left and got paid and busted out.
Yeah, he was awful.
Another Alabama.
Gained like 30 pounds.
I mean, he always had weight. He was always like 275.
Yeah, he went up like 300 when he was with the Falcons.
I mean,
Alabama barbecue.
They put him on DN. He didn't play outside linebacker no more.
Yeah, he fell out of the league, but he was productive for those.
I remember Sergio Kendall. That man fell out of stats and lost all that money.
I mean, he never even had a chance to be good.
I thought Sergio was going to be good too.
So he fell out of stats?
He never saw him on the field.
No, but he did. Remember, he had the hearing aid because he couldn't hear no more if he fell out of steps.
I'm talking about if he never fell out of steps. He probably would have been good. He
probably would have been a situational pass rusher.
I ain't got too much to say about Sergio Kendall, yo. I know.
His tape was fire.
I think he would have been a guy that we would have been like, yo, this guy is.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it would have been a nice situation.
I'm not saying it would have been so.
Are we done with linebackers?
I said Jared Johnson. I like JJ.
I like JJ. I told you he's a consummate Raven. I'm surprised he made your list. He's not with the linebackers in Ravens history. I can't put him over any of the guys I said.
I'm not bad at Jared Johnson.
It's like Jared Johnson.
Not bad at Jared Johnson.
I'll be loving the white guys, man.
I like Jared Johnson. Yeah.
It's the second white guy.
Send free stuff.
I had a couple white guys.
Wait, I'm trying to look. I don't think I have any white guys.
We got Yonder.
Oh, Yonder, yeah. And I had Matt Flynn.
And Todd Heap.
Yeah. I had what?
Tucker.
I had Juice, Blackbird.
No Juice.
Yonder, Todd Heap.
I have no white skill positions. No, I don't.
I almost had a fullback skill position, so I ain't got none either.
It's a skill position. It's in the back.
All right, Todd Heap is a skill position.
You're right.
All right. Moving on. Cornerback. My number 1 corner, Chris Mcallister. I don't got much to say. I thought he did it for years.
Best corner Ravens history.
Yeah.
By far.
Not by far. Yeah.
As of now.
As of now. All right, so we all got Chris Mcallister. My second corner. All right, let somebody else go. I want to hear
my opposite side corner.
Yeah, we playing. All right, so are we doing just 3
That's
corners?
That's my left side corner.
I mean,
I'm just saying for me, that's my left side.
Split 3 corners.
All right, we're gonna go Chris Mcallister in his era of pass interference rules, not today's pass interference rules because he was physical.
Just Chris Mcallister with Henny. He'll be fine.
Marlon Humphrey is my other corner.
Jimmy Smith is my other corner on the right side. Put some respect on that man's name.
I like Jimmy, but no. At least I know, out of a 16-game season, at least I know I can trust Marlon and Chris Mcallister more. But that's neither here nor there. I also agree with you. Marlon Humphrey is my other corner on the outside. I think he was listed in everybody's top 5 under 25 list. He's he was an All-Pro last year. I don't have anything else to say. I think Marlon Humphries is the one corner that doesn't get any national publicity despite how good he is.
Yeah.
He was an All-Pro, and I feel like outside of the Ravens, you don't really know who Marlon Humphrey is because he's not the corner that's going to talk or tweet or be Richard Sherman.
He'd definitely be on Twitter.
He'd be on Twitter, but to be
funny
saying
though. Wild stuff.
To be funny though, it's not. He doesn't talk about his game or himself on Twitter.
No.
And I think every other good corner does. Gilmore does. Sherman does. Pat Pete used to. Tyrann, you know what he do on Twitter. So I feel like Marlon doesn't put himself out there, and Baltimore's a small market, so you don't really know how good he is. But he's top 5 corners in the NFL right now, and he's number 2 right now for me.
In the league right now.
Well, since we're doing it like that, I put Jimmy Smith on my other outside just because Jimmy is.
Some respect on Jimmy, yo.
He's really good.
He was really good.
He's still. He can play safe. He can take Brandon Carr's role.
Oh, he's better than Brandon Carr on his.
I'm just saying. We'll have Jimmy back instead of Brandon Carr.
Shout out to Brandon Carr. You're reliable. You've been healthy. That's all I can say.
That man does not miss a game.
Somebody sign him just so he can keep the streak going.
Keep the streak going.
Go back to the Cowboys.
Since the Giants messed up Eli's.
But yes, I love C-Mac and Jimmy Smith on the outside. And just to cap it off, to move it along, Humphrey on the inside.
Humphrey on the inside as well.
Because he can play anywhere.
Okay, no Jimmy Smith for me. Lardarius Webb is the inside corner. He's the guy that's playing inside. Lardarius Webb was really good outside. He also moved to nickel and did very well. 5'10" out of Nickel State. I believe that's the HBCU. That is where he went. Shout out to Nickel State. Lardarius Webb had really, really good years. He just tore both his ACLs and then
messed up his back.
Then it just went downhill from there. Lardarius Webb is he was better at corner than Flacco was at quarterback, but I think the same thing happened. Injuries piled up and ended up derailing his career.
Shout out to him in 2011, not giving up a touchdown, but you didn't make my list.
Yeah, Lardarius is my new pick.
Can't argue with it. I just
free safety, 1, 2, 3.
Ed Reed.
No question. Best safety ever.
All time. Strong safety. I have Rod Woodson. I hated putting a former Steeler player on this list. So much. But yeah, Rod Woodson.
I agree. I also put Rod Woodson, and I think the one thing I will say about Rod Woodson and I will admire is his versatility. He's of the Charles Woods. Anybody last name Woodson that plays DB is super versatile.
Related?
No.
I always wondered. I never asked.
Put him anywhere if the last name is Woodson in defensive secondary, that'll be great. Charles Woodson's better than Rod Woodson. That's my personal opinion.
Oh, yes.
That's my personal opinion. Charles Woodson's better than Rod Woodson.
And his versatility.
I hate this. I didn't put Rod Woodson.
I can't say that. Rod Woodson.
Charles Woodson?
Charles
with the Raiders, then the Packers.
And then the Raiders again.
Yes,
then the Raiders again.
I know. And he played for a very long time.
Strong safety I chose just because he was knocking out Bernard Pollard.
I like Bernard Pollard. I really did like Bernard Pollard. And I remember when he put a Patriot running back into it.
Stephen Ridley.
Man was like this.
My man hit the James Brown. Watch me.
And he helped win the Super Bowl. So Bernard Pollard, I like it.
Bitter Bernard Pollard. I want Rod Woodson. Fellow light-skinned brother.
Kicker. Did anybody pick Matt Stover?
I love Matt Stover, but Justin Tucker is just probably the
glad you finally decided to come on over to this train, because I was thinking you was gonna pick Stover.
I like Stover a lot.
Pre-game, he had a lot of Stover.
I love Stover. Stover, we love you. Kickers are people.
He said Stover was a top 5 Raven
of all time.
That's just me.
So what is Justin Tucker?
He's coming. Put him over the top. He's coming. Justin Tucker's top 10 right now.
Who's a better kicker? Who's a better kicker?
Accurately is Tucker.
Okay.
But,
Howard is Tucker too.
What are you talking about? Really good.
Stover was only known for accuracy.
Yeah, moving on. Punters, 1, 2, 3,
Sam Cook.
But he gets absolutely no credit for being one of the best punters
in the NFL. And honestly, all these other punters that have done different punts that make the ball spin in different ways. Sam Cook was one of the early pioneers of that, and he gets no credit in the NFL. Punters are people too, except for they're not.
The All-Pro team.
Crazy.
Didn't make All-Pro.
Return man, I had Jacoby Jones.
Jacoby Strip Club Jones.
You were a horrible wide receiver, but you could return that bill.
That Super Bowl, fourth and forever in Denver, Miracle, he caught the ball.
That was horrible defense. We're not going to say that.
But he had to catch the pass.
I don't care.
He caught the pass.
How many of y'all
were surprised? He had a Super Bowl. He had a touchdown Super Bowl.
He had a receiving touchdown Super Bowl.
And he ran open. And he returned something back.
He was wide open.
His return was the greatest return in the Super Bowl.
And the Steelers game where he got tripped almost.
I don't know. Actually, it might have been Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin might have had the best Super Bowl return. Coming out of the second half?
Nah, I think Jacoby did.
Coming out of the second half?
We buried them.
That was before the
lights coming out of the second half too?
Jacoby out the second half.
We got him and Percy.
No, it's him, then Devin Hester on the opening kick of the Super Bowl. And Devin Hester, you knew Devin Hester's the greatest tournament of all time.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
I don't know why you...
what I'm saying is, you know for a fact he's a threat to return, and the opening kick of the Super Bowl, he housed it. Devin Hester's number 2, but Jacoby's one.
Yo, because we buried them and then the lights went out.
Then Beyonce cut the lights off.
Jacoby made it.
The NFL cut the lights off.
All right, we're not going to talk about conspiracy theories on the Super Bowl.
Beyonce,
we won. Let's take our win.
Let's
take our win.
That's part of the reason why Jimmy Smith is on my list.
We talk about returns. I love Jacoby, and I would have picked him, except for that I didn't.
Man, BJ?
No.
Who you picked?
Jermaine Lewis.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Any arguments?
No, he's number 2 all time.
He had a Super Bowl.
I almost went BJ. I almost went BJ.
He had a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
BJ once upon a time jumped off the roof of a Baltimore house party and jumped into a pool. And then he broke his leg. And I'm not saying those things are the same. I'm just saying they happened the same summer. Just gonna throw that there.
I almost went BJ. It's okay.
BJ.
Hopefully you out here getting BJs now.
Okay.
All right then.
We can wrap up.
And just like that, greatest Ravens of all time. Let us know if you like, agree.
Put it in the comments. If you disagree, put your top 24 in the comments.
Subscribe, all that.
Tell your friend, tell a friend, tell your mother to watch us too.
And on top of that, since we in the Baltimore Ravens, you know it's
big trust.
Big trust.
We gone.